Welcome to Professor Akila Max, Plus 2 Mathematics, Tamil Nadu State Board Syllabus, Chapter 1, Application of Matrices and Determinants, Video 1.22, 1.4, Application of Matrices, Solving System of Linear Equations, 1.4.1, Formation of a System of Linear Equations, 1.4.2, System of Linear Equations in Matrix Form, 1.4.3, Solution to a System of Linear Equations. Definition 1.8. In 1.4.3, first method, matrix inversion method. 1.4, applications of matrices. Solving system of linear equations. One of the important applications of matrices and determinants is solving system of linear equations. System of linear equations arises mathematical models of several phenomena occurring in biology, chemistry, commerce, economics, physics, and engineering. For instance, analysis of circuit theory, analysis of input-output models, and analysis of chemical reactions require solutions of system of linear equations. 1.4.1 Formation of a system of linear equations. The meaning of a system of linear equations can be understood by formulating a mathematical model of a simple practical problem. Three persons A, B and C go to a supermarket to purchase same brands of rice and sugar. Person A buys 5 kilograms of rice and 3 kilograms of sugar and pays rupees 440. Person B purchases 6 kilograms of rice and 2 kilograms of sugar and pays rupees 400. Person C purchases 8 kilograms of rice and 5 kilograms of sugar and pays rupees 720. Let us formulate a mathematical model to compute the price per kilogram of rice and the price per kilogram of sugar. Let X be the price in rupees per kilogram of rice and Y be the price in rupees per kilogram of sugar. Hence, the mathematical model is to obtain X and Y such that 5x plus 3y equal to 440, 6x plus 2y equal to 400, 8x plus 5y equal to 720. Similarly, any real life problem can be converted to mathematical model. Note: in the above example, the values of x and y which satisfy one equation should also satisfy all the other equations. If such values of x and y exist, then they are said to form a solution for the system of linear equations. In the three equations, x and y appear in first degree only. Hence, they are said to form a system of linear equations in two unknowns x and y. They are also called simultaneous linear equations in two unknowns x and y. The system has three linear equations in two unknowns x and y. The equations represent three straight lines in the two-dimensional analytical geometry. Understood? Good. 1.4.2 System of linear equations in matrix form. A system of m linear equations in n unknowns is of the following form: a11x1 plus a12x2 plus a13x3 plus etc. plus a1nxn equal to b1, a21x1 plus a22x2 plus a23x3 plus etc. plus a2nxn equal to b2. Similarly, up to am1x1 plus am2x2 plus am3x3 plus etc. plus amnxn equal to bm, where the coefficients aij, I varies from 1 to m and j varies from 1 to n, and bk, k varies from 1 to m are constants. If all the bk's are 0, that is, the right hand side values become 0 for all the equations, then the above system is called a homogeneous system of linear equations. On the other hand, if at least one of the bk's is non-zero, then the above system is called a non-homogeneous system of linear equations. If there exists values alpha 1, alpha 2, etc., alpha n for x1, x2, etc., xn respectively, which satisfy every equation of this system of linear equations, then the ordered n tuple alpha 1, alpha 2, etc., alpha n is called a solution of this system of linear equations. Understood? Dear children, let us see how to make the matrix form of the system of linear equations in equation 1. Collect all the coefficients as an m by n matrix A11, A12, A13, etc., A1n, A21, A22, A23, etc., A2n, etc., up to AM1, AM2, AM3, etc., AMN, and collect all the variables, n variables, in a column matrix of order n by 1 as x1, x2, etc., xn, which is equal to collect all the right hand side values as a column matrix of order m by 1, b1, b2, etc., bm. This is notated as capital AX equal to b. Here, order of A equal to m by n. Order of x is n by 1. Order of b is m by 1. Okay. We call A as coefficient matrix, x is called as variable matrix, and b as constant matrix of the system. Now we can augment this constant matrix with this coefficient matrix by attaching the constant matrix with coefficient matrix. This is notated as augmented matrix A bar B, augmented matrix of the system. Got it? Good. Now consider a system of linear equations. First equation is 2x plus 3y minus 5z plus 7 equal to 0. Second equation is 7y plus 2z minus 3x equal to 17. Third equation is 6x minus 3y minus 8z plus 24 equal to 0. Then how can you write this in the matrix form? So matrix form of this system of linear equations is, collect the corresponding values, okay? First column the x values, second column y values, third column the z values. We can bring the constants to the right hand side, okay? So the coefficient matrix is 2, 3, minus 5, minus 3, 7, 2, 6, minus 3, minus 8. And what are the variables here? X, Y, Z. We make that column matrix as X, Y, Z, which is equal to the right hand side values. From the first equation, 7 goes to the right side, so minus 7. Second equation, 17 is in right hand side only, so it is 17. Third equation, 24 to the right hand side, it is minus 24. Understood? 1.4.3 Solution to a system of linear equations. The meaning of solution to a system of linear equations can be understood by considering the following cases. Case 1. Consider the system of linear equations. 2x minus y equal to 5, x plus 3y equal to 6. Let us consider these two equations as 1 and 2. Suppose we draw this in two-dimensional plane, we'll be getting this straight lines, okay? So, see, these two straight lines intersect at a point 3, 1. So, this is the common point for these two lines. So, this is the solution of these two lines, okay? So, which is the solution of the system of linear equations 2. The point 3, 1 is the point of intersection of the two lines. Thus, the system is consistent and has unique solution 3, 1. So, remember, if the two equations are completely different, then the two lines will meet at a single point only. Then the system is having only one solution, unique solution. If the system has at least one solution, then the system is said to be consistent. Okay? So remember again, if the two equations are completely different, they meet at a point and the system is said to be consistent with unique solution. Understood? Fine. Case 2. Consider the system of linear equations. First equation 3x plus 2y equal to 5. Second equation 6x plus 4y equal to 10. Look into these two equations, children. When we multiply the first equation by 2, we get the second equation, including the right hand side. Okay. So when we try to draw these lines in the two-dimensional plane, these two lines will coincide. So how many common points in these two lines? All the points are common, right? So we can say infinitely many points are common. So this case, here the two lines are coincident. They are identical because if we multiply equation 1 by 2, we get equation 2. In this case, how to get the solution? We put y equal to t, then from any one of the equation we get the value of x as 5 minus 2y by 3. Instead of y, put t. Therefore, x equal to 5 minus 2t by 3, where t belongs to real number. Real number is a set of infinite set. Okay. So, thus the system is consistent and has infinitely many solutions as t can assume any real value. Understood? Getting into case 3, consider the system of linear equations. First equation 4x plus y equal to 6. Second equation 8x plus 2y equal to 18. Now see, if we multiply the first equation by 2, we get the left hand side of second equation but not the right hand side. Right hand side of equation 1 is 6. When we multiply by 2, it should be 12. But here it is 18. So, the left hand sides are identical but not the right hand side. So, when we try to draw these two lines in the two-dimensional plane, we get a set of parallel lines. Okay. So, parallel lines, how many common points in these parallel lines? No, they never meet at any point. Okay. There is no common point. If there is a common point, then that makes the solution. Here there is no common point. Therefore, here the two lines are parallel. Because if we multiply equation 1 by 2, we get the left hand side of equation 2, but the constants in right hand side differ. We know that two non-coincident parallel lines never meet in real points. Okay? Thus, the system is inconsistent and has no solution. So, dear children, remember the three cases. First case, two different lines. Second case, completely identical lines. So, for case 1, unique solution consistent. Case 2, infinitely many solution consistent. Case 3, only the left hand side values are identical, not the right hand side. So, these are parallel lines. For parallel lines, the system is inconsistent and has no solution. Understood? Good. Note. First point, interchanging any two equations of a system of linear equations does not alter the solution of the system. Second point, replacing an equation of a system of linear equations by a non-zero constant multiple of itself does not alter the solution of the system. Third one, replacing an equation of a system of linear equations by addition of itself with a non-zero multiple of any other equation of the system does not alter the solution of the system. Remember. Definition 1.8, a system of linear equations having at least one solution is said to be consistent. A system of linear equations having no solution is said to be inconsistent. 1.4.3, first type is matrix inversion method. This method can be applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. Remember, consider the matrix equation capital AX equal to B, where A is a square matrix and non-singular. Since A is non-singular, A inverse exists. Now the solution of the system of linear equations is obtained by capital X equal to A inverse B. So, we write the given system in the matrix form as Ax equal to B, and we check whether A is non-singular and square. That is, we find determinant A. If it is not equal to 0, then we say A is non-singular. Therefore, A inverse exists. We get the value of A inverse. After getting A inverse, we multiply A inverse into B to get the variable matrix X. Understood? Good. Video 1.23 contents are examples 1.22, 1.23 and 1.24. That is solving system of linear equations by matrix inversion method. Stay tuned. Success is ours. Thank you, my dear children.